Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Now in today's video, I do want to talk a little bit about being prepared for the Nether update, which is supposed to drop either sometime in May or June. And it's coming up very quickly. And honestly, I can't wait to get my hands on the Nether update because it looks truly amazing. There's a lot of things that I'm really looking forward to. However, there are some major changes coming, and we have to be as prepared as possible. So that's what this video is going to be all about. So let's go ahead and kind of just dive right into it. Now, before we actually get into everything, I just want to let you guys know that a majority of this is going to be filmed here and recorded on the SMP world. I do participate in this world live on a live stream. So if you guys want to be able to interact with me and kind of see what I'm building, like the building that we have behind us, or maybe like kelp farm or whatever else project that we're actually working on, you guys can come and check that out on my live streams, which typically Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I don't always do Minecraft, but the best way to get notified is when I do go live is to be subscribed to the channel with all bell notifications on. And make sure that you guys are checking out my website, which is gamercorey.com, to make sure that you guys know the times that I typically go live, because I live stream more than just Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So definitely feel free to check that out if you want to. All right, so obviously, like I mentioned, we got some major changes happening here in Minecraft coming up very soon. And actually, this leads to me basically to my first point of this entire video. Right here, we have a super smelter and a kelp farm. So that's my design of a kelp super smelter. So if you guys want to be able to check that out, I will leave a link down in the description so you guys can go ahead and try this out for yourself. I really like how this thing operates, and it's kelp based. And then obviously right next to it is a kelp farm. You guys will definitely need this for a majority of the fuel that you will be using in 1.16, or at least that's my opinion and the best advice that I can go ahead and give for 1.16. Bamboo just isn't really a feasible fuel item because zero ticks were so popular in 1.15 and before for a little bit, between like 1.14 and 1.15, but they're going away. So we have had to come up with some alternative ways, and this is one of the ways that I have been preparing to make sure that I am ready for the next phase. Now that also leads into some other things, and that actually includes cactus farms and also sugarcane farms. Now, cactus farms, for the most part, are mostly going to be used for dye and even like bone meal, but a major thing that people are going to be using is going to be sugarcane. So I've made a custom sugarcane farm built into my trading hall, and I use this one quite often, and it actually produces quite a bit of sugarcane, even though it's actually only 96 individual or one stacks. And then it grows to 2 high. It's protected by an observer for each 2, and then it actually sends a pulse and then it knocks off the sugarcane into a water stream, and it's sent to a central storage facility within my trading hall, as you guys can actually see inside of here. So it actually all goes right there. So that's what I definitely recommend, because sugarcane is obviously going to be very much needed in the future updates, because it's a great way to get any type of paper and sugar, and also you're going to need it to make rockets. So we can't live our lives without rockets. Come on now, we need paper for that. So since I'm here at the trading hall, that's actually kind of brings me into my next point, because AFK fish farms that we know are going away. So I definitely recommend building yourself a very small trading hall. You definitely don't need to make an elaborate one like this one, but if you guys want a tutorial on this specific one, and it's even zombie discounted based into it, you can actually walk up here and actually get the villagers to drop down so that they get zombified, and then you can actually cure them after that. And the same thing with this side, but it's all kind of the same thing all the way around the system, and that tutorial will be here on the channel. Because with the AFK fish farms, all of the major loot is going away, like books and the fishing rods that are all enchanted and other things that you could actually get. The loot portion of the AFK fish farms are going away. You're still going to be able to get things like squid ink or ink sacs. You're still going to be able to get lily pads and name tags and things like that. Um, but the books is definitely going to be one thing that you're going to miss out on. And this is a great way to do that is by having all these different librarians and then going ahead and marking which ones you guys really want. Like mending, that's going to be a really important one. It always has been, and you definitely need and can't have enough of the mending. Same thing with unbreaking and whatnot. So this is a little bit easier anyway because AFK fish farms are so random when it comes to giving you the good loot, where once you guys get a few villagers set up and you guys get a small villager breeder even set up, getting villagers after that, it's super simple. It really takes no time at all. You just have to keep replacing the lectern that's in front of the villager until you get the trade that you're actually looking for. Then you make that trade, and then you get whatever book you're actually looking for. Like in this trading hall, I have every book possible, including both of the curses. And then I've got masons, farmers, and clerics to make sure that I can have redstone, quartz, cyan terracotta, and golden carrots, which are obviously very important. And then I'm using my farmers to convert my melons and pumpkins into emeralds for me. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our next point of this video. So we're currently in the Nether of 1.15.2, still on the SMP server, and we've done very little as far as projects go inside of the Nether because obviously the Nether is being updated. Now, you don't necessarily have to reset the Nether like we're going to be doing on our world, and you can keep everything the way that you currently have it. But I just want to go over one quick thing because this is a huge but with this. Make sure and plan accordingly before the update actually happens if you're playing at 1.15.2. Obviously, if you switch over to 1.16 and start a brand new world, this portion won't really apply to you and pertain to you. But make sure that you guys are planning accordingly and having areas of the Nether that you guys are not exploring. And I repeat, not exploring, so that way you can find some of the new biomes that you might be wanting to find, like the Souls and Sands Valley, maybe finding some of the bastions, things like that. Whatever area that you're trying to explore, make sure that you at least leave some parts unexplored if you're not going to reset your entire Nether. But I'm going to leave that one completely into your hands. It's up to you if you're going to reset or not, because I know a lot of people have put some significant time into their farms and whatnot into the Nether. But we have decided as a team and as a group that we just weren't going to go and do overtly huge projects until after the Nether update decided to come. Now, the other thing that you're going to want to make sure that you have enough of is lots and lots, and I repeat, lots and lots and lots of gold if possible. Now, this is just one of 2 shocker boxes that I have completely full of gold blocks. Now, I did create a gold farm here on the SMP world as a preparation to get ready for it, because gold farms are going to be slightly changing and they're not going to be as effective and efficient as they currently are in 1.15.2 or even in some of the previous versions. So just bear that in mind when you are looking at creating and going into and upgrading to the Nether update. Now, the gold is going to be an important aspect for a couple different reasons. Number one, when you guys are around the piglins, you have to wear gold armor. So enchanting golden armor and wearing golden armor in the Nether is going to become very, very important. So I could actually see us having multiple sets of armor, 1 gold, maybe 1 diamond, and actually even having a netherite armor, or having at least gold and netherite armor, and you would actually change in between them depending on where you're going to be going. Even though netherite armor is going to be better in the Nether, but if once you get closer to the piglins, you might want to go ahead and throw on your golden armor so that way you're protected at least from them. Now, the hoglins are a completely different story. That doesn't matter. But the other thing that you're going to need gold for is to make sure that you guys are ready for any type of trading that you guys are going to want to do with the piglins, especially if you're setting up a piglin farm. And we'll have to actually see if some of the current versions of the trading systems are able to actually drop their gold and then reuse it. We'll just have to see once the Nether update actually comes. But gold is definitely going to be important, and I wanted to make sure that I had enough stocked up in order to do this. And obviously a gold farm is one of the best ways to do that. I created my own completely, and I just use some of the basic principles of most gold farms and pigment farms, but I made a different kind of killing chamber and contraption, and it gets me better XP a lot quicker, and it doesn't hold on to it for a long time. But that's completely not the point at all. I just want you guys to make sure that you guys have enough gold, because I really do feel that it's going to be important once the Nether update actually comes out. Now, there is another point that I want to make about the gold, as I was showing on the SMP server, and now I'm currently in the snapshot, is when you guys are looking at the recipe in order to craft up a netherite ingot, you guys do need to have 4 gold ingots available. So you can find these a lot more in the Nether going forward, especially in the new update, but you might as well be more prepared. So if you guys currently have a gold farm, just stock up on it. If you guys even have just an extra few pieces, just try to hold on to it if you can, because I feel like, I mean, it's not a hugely expensive cost for this. I mean, the netherite scrap is going to be a lot more difficult to get your hands on to craft the netherite ingot anyway, but just that's another reason for the gold that I was mentioning. Now, obviously, you will have to combine your tools together, and what's really nice is you do get to keep your enchantments as of the latest snapshot. So making sure that you guys have everything as leveled up as you possibly can. That way you don't have to worry about it later. So that way when you guys do find your netherite ingots and are able to craft them, then you're going to be able to just convert it into the netherite sword that you want, and then you can just go ahead and keep all of the enchantments that you currently have, which is pretty amazing. So I recommend that you guys just go ahead and, you know, upgrade your diamond sword within as many enchantments as you possibly can before putting the netherite ingot on it. And I recommend that for any of your other tools that you guys currently have and your armor that you guys are currently wearing. Obviously, the wings aren't affected, or the elytra is not affected by the netherite. It'd be kind of cool if you could combine it with that, but maybe that's going to be something in the future. I guess that's just something that we're going to have to go ahead and wait and see. And then there's one final thing that I do quickly just want to go over. I definitely recommend that you guys have a lot of TNT available. So you guys are going to want to go out and get a lot of sand and make sure that you guys have a lot of gunpowder, which obviously isn't affected by the Nether update specifically, but this is going to be one of the best ways in order to find and convert into scraps and eventually get the iron ingots that you guys are going to need and want. The other option would be beds. I guess the last time that I looked at this, beds obviously were still exploding in the Nether. So this is a great way to do that. So either crafting up a lot of TNT or a lot of beds, depending on what you guys have an abundance of. Obviously, the benefit of doing TNT is you can stack them up to 64, whereas obviously beds can't. So it depends on which way you guys really want to go, and which ways you guys have a lot more of the materials that you guys might be looking for. But that pretty much is everything that I did want to go over in today's episode. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. I just wanted to give you guys some things that I definitely recommend that you guys have prior to going into the Nether update. If there's something that you feel that I missed, that you guys really want to share with other people, then yes, leave a comment down below so that way we can help as many people out as possible. And maybe what's the one thing that you're like, yes, I have to do this before 1.16. What is it that you need to do? But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.